Ooh, 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 ooh. Ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and fellow HOYO lovers. And there's a reason I say HOYO and not Star Rail. We are back once again, very late to the bend, to do some reactions here. So this is going to be a special one because I'm so late, even though if I wasn't late, it would probably be the same thing. Excuse me. We are here to react to a couple things. Number one, we have to react to the newest HOYO game, Honkai Nexus Anima. And then secondly, we have to also react to, and you might not notice it here, but you also might, the Fate Unlimited Blade Works collaboration. And then we're going to read up a bit about it too on HOYO Lab. So like I said, I'm really late to the bend here. I do apologize. I was so busy. A lot of things came up. So that's why today, the first thing I'm doing when I wake up, literally nothing else, not even drinking, not even eating, it's reacting. Because I give my heart and soul for Pakistan and my YouTube channel. Squeeze me. But anyway, we're here to look at the stuff, talk about it, have my opinions because they're oh so wanted by everyone, and see what's going on. So sadly, because it's been quite a while since these things have come out, at least by content creator standards, I know a little bit about these things from various sources. So sadly, I'm not coming in as fresh as a baby as I would want, but we're still pretty fresh. I really don't know much. I do know some stuff, but let's just get into it. Let's see what's going on with, at first, the new game here, Honkai Nexus Anima. Which already just going by the name, right? We know it's going to be set in the Honkai universe, and I've been seeing some thumbnails when looking up on this too. Like, oh my god, this can make sense lore-wise, it's accurate, it works out, this, and that, right? Now, I kind of know what it's already about, again, because I've seen some stuff a little bit. It looks very interesting. Now, the hard part is when I look this up, and we'll try and see if there's anything new since I've slumbered, but since I've looked this up, there really wasn't much, right? I don't know if there's like an official announcement anywhere, but people are reacting to it, and people are reposting it, so hopefully I have the full thing here. But let's take a look at what's going on with Honkai Nexus Anima, and then we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to get into Excalibur. Let's take a look here. Oh, Chinese, Chinese! Oh! What the fuck is that thing? That thing looks like a food. Oh my god, and there's Blade. So I heard about this. I heard Kiana and Blade were fighting. I didn't know how. And now that I see this shit looks wow, that was quick as shit too. This shit looks fucking stupid. Now in other news, they also had the concert. I am not gonna react to that shit. There's no point. Maybe on stream I will at Twitch TV Tecnics channel. But yeah, this is the new HOYOverse game, Honkai Nexus Anima. So HOYO has a little bit of a history, right? They don't just make gachas, I believe, although most of their games are gacha. And now the big question is, well, is what the fuck is this new game? Is it going to be good? And lastly, I think the most important question is, will I play it? This is where it's really fucking hard, man. So, what is this game? It looks basically like Pokemon. I've heard everyone saying it's Pokemon, that you're gonna battle this bullshit. And again, we can even see here, right? Kiana is using this whatever the fuck dog treat thing. And oddly enough, and I'm not too familiar with the Impact Third lore, but this seems to be an older version of Kiana. And by older, I mean younger. I don't think this is like how she is in the end game here. Not that I'm supposed to know that, but hey, things happen. But yeah, she's battling whatever the fuck this thing is with this thing that looks like it looks like one of the Pokemon. And sadly, I used to be so into Pokemon too. I used to love it. I don't really know it anymore. But this is where this thing kind of looks like what is it called? Silvally, I think. I forgot its name, but it already looks like one of the Pokemon that I know of, even though I don't really know it. But yeah, they're battling. I don't know where this is. I don't know if this is Impact Third. I don't know if this is like a completely new place. I know basically nothing here. Now, again, that could be because I'm not familiar with Impact Third. But this is where they're battling. Blade looks like he doesn't give a fuck. Kiana looks happy. Oh, maybe it is late game Kiana, actually. Look at her eyes. Oh, shit. So who knows? Either way, initial general opinions and reactions. I'm going to be honest. I'm really happy about this, but for the wrong reasons, right? HOYO is a big company, and we could get into a lot of different shit here, right? Leave it to me to make a 20-second reaction into a 20-minute one, right? This is where HOYO is huge. Now, they have different teams handling all of their games. A team handles Genshin, a team handles Honkai Impact 3rd, a team handles Star Rail, and a team handles Endless. And they're all separate and different. Now, some teams, like Star Rail's team and Zenless's team, they kind of are smart. They work off of each other, they copy each other, even though they're the same company, and they make their games better. Genshin doesn't want to do that. Genshin wants to basically shit itself at every opportunity, not respect the fans, do things worse than every other game that's in their repertoire, and for some reason make the most money. So I can't even fault them. But this is where, aside from the luck they had with getting to where they are, and the absolute godlike timing, this is where I'm almost positive, obviously, that this game is going to probably have its own team. They're not going to have another team work on this. Here's where the question arises and where kind of my nervousness comes in. For Honkai Nexus Anima, HOYO might be getting too big of a company, right? How can you oversee these things? This is where, again, they do have their separate teams, but again, I would say the Genshin team kind of shits themselves. So what happens when a team goes bad? Who kind of comes in and helps that? I'm sure HOYO does have it down, though, because we're getting into the age of these companies just being, mega billionaire companies, and they know what they're doing. Even if something is failing by their standards, it's still making multiple millions. So, do I think this game will be successful? Yeah, probably. But this is where the big thing comes in. I guess overall, I don't know if HOYO at some point, because at some point everything I think goes bad, everything ends, or at the very least it changes and you don't like it anymore. If things stay out for too long, and Fortnite is the great example. Now, I still love Fortnite, but Fortnite is very different from where it started. And I would say in a lot of ways, Epic Games has become too big for themselves, where either A, they've gone greedier, B, they're cutting costs, C, inflation, tariffs, who the fuck knows, right? But this is where a lot of things have changed in Fortnite, to where a lot of things have gone better, but some things have gone very worse. So it's really interesting to say. This is where I don't know if and when HOYO is going to hit that. I don't even think it's an if. I think it's a when, because again, nothing stays good forever. Nothing stays good forever. But this is where I would say I'm starting to really question this shit, right? At some point, if they keep making games, number one, how are we going to play them? That's going to get into a new topic. But number two, this is where how can they manage them well? It's just very concerning when they have this many games. When are they going to be the villains? Even though some people already see them as the villains. But in terms of the actual game itself, why am I very happy about this? I'm actually very happy because, believe it or not, I think this shit looks dumb. Will I play it? Just to kind of get to the last section here. Yes, I will try it. Any HOYO game, and I was joking about this with my viewers too, any HOYO game we're kind of obligated to try if you're a true HOYO fan, because that's how they suck you in. Now, I said the same thing about Zenless, and I said the same thing about Star Rail. I was like, okay, I'll just try them. I'll keep Genshin as my main game. We're fine. Now I want to quit Genshin. Star Rail is cool, and Zenless is pretty much almost my main game. So did that work out as I wanted? No. But I really believe with this one, and also time is the limiting factor here just because I have a life, sadly. I don't think I can, even if I like this game, that I could really do it like that. However, this shit looks dumb. I don't think this shit is serious either. I think this game is not going to be like a huge game like Star Rail. Not in terms of sales or anything. Maybe sales that could beat all of them out. I don't know. I'm talking in terms of story, in terms of like, I guess, focus, in terms of relevance, right? This might be some like little silly side game. Who really knows? But overall, am I looking forward to it? Not particularly, but that's because I'm out of gaming for the most part. This looks pretty good though. It looks interesting. It looks silly. It looks new. HOYO might be cooking. I think it looks a little stupid because Pokemon already exists, so they're kind of stepping on another niche. But I think overall that pretty much sums up my opinion. I'm happy because I don't think I'll be too sucked into actually playing it, which is great. Either way though, that finishes Honkai Nexus Anima. Let's now go to the Fate collab. And oh boy, what is there to say even here? There's a lot of shit to talk about the Fate collab. I'll try and keep it relatively tame, but with the Fate collab, I would say, obviously this has been a long time coming in, and since it's come out, I don't know if these were in the works before. I don't know if it's coincidental, if HOYO kind of pushed things for other people. But aside from Genshin, which as always shits itself, and there's a perfect meme to get this. I wish I got it ready. But this is where, for Star Rail, they announced the UBW collab, right? And I'll talk about my history with Fate and everything. But they announced the UBW collab, and now all these other animes. Now again, they're not the first one to do it, even though Genshin had Aloy, and I think that was really early on. They're not the first ones to do good collabs though, because we have, I believe Evangelion collabed with Impact Third as well, and then all these other games have collabed since then with Nikkei, with I forgot what the Nikkei ones were. I think that was another Evangelion one, ironically enough. I think they also collab with Chainsaw Man, but there's been other anime collabs, I think, since this has been announced, and maybe even a little bit before it too. But this is obviously the big one. Fate is fucking huge, right? One of the biggest, and one of, ironically enough, the oldest gachas to kind of make it. I would argue, well, it's not as big as Genshin, at least in the world and in the States. It was really the thing that I think made gachas walk, and then Genshin made them run, right? Genshin really popularized it, at least in the West here. But Fate is just fucking huge. Animes, games, light novels, you name it. You know, plushies, body pillows. We won't get into the other stuff, but there's a lot of stuff with Fate out there. Now, my history with Fate goes back to high school, all those years ago when I was still young. But Fate, I tried to get into it, and it was one of the most confusing things ever, man. My friends told me about it. I tried to watch Fate Zero. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They're not explaining everything. Now, granted, maybe I shouldn't have started with that, but it took me a couple of tries to get into Fate. I got into it, and I absolutely love it. And I think this is the sad part, too. I think this is great, right? Obviously, they're using the face of Fate. They're using Saber. Whoop-de-doo. But that to me is some basic ass shit. If you actually play the gacha, which I have, I've played Fate Grand Order and I love it, even though I don't really like the gameplay. I think the story for Fate puts HOYO to shame, honestly. I don't think the gameplay's all that. I think the gameplay is almost a detriment at times for the gacha game. But my god, the Fate story is just great. They know what they're doing. They have hundreds upon hundreds of characters. The premise is great. I don't want to spoil anything, and I won't. But let's just say UBW is just the tip of the iceberg for what they could do. Will they do more? Maybe. I don't know. I think they might. I think they should. But, excuse me, UBW is the most popular one. Not many people know about Grand Order. But, and that's a tragedy, sadly. But I think this is a really easy way for them to just make a boatload of fucking money. I've seen people getting ready, and this is where we're kind of guaranteed at something, right? We just had Casters, and obviously we have a Nox out too, and I'm not even done with him yet. I'm still doing his marketing campaign. But this is where they're going to make Saber good. They have no choice. They have to. If they don't, they have their heads up their asses further than the Genshin people do. And there's no way that's the case. She's going to be good. People are going to wail for her. They're going to make a boatload of money. They hit 100 million with Casterus. I'm pretty sure they're going to hit that with Saber as well. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Now, it's supposed to come out in Q3 of 2025, so we're not there just yet. I believe we just started Q2 because it's the beginning of May. So we should get this around May, June, July, August. So September onwards. September, October, November, December. Wait, no. Oh, no, I'm stupid. It's every 3 months. I'm doing it in thirds. So holy shit. So wait. January, February, March. April, May, June, July, August. So from July to September, we should get Saber somewhere around there. Now, I've also heard it's not just Saber, so let's take a look. Let's see before I keep yapping. Let's see the short. Oh, oh! Look at her. Oh, I wonder what her noble's gonna be, aka her ult. Excalibur! Okay, that shit looks good. Again, I'm not surprised. Oh, look at her little heart! Damn, they showed off some leg! And look, wait, we get Archer for free? That's actually crazy. Holy shit. I wonder if it's gonna be a situation like Ratio where we get him for free. I didn't know that at all. I really hope he's not a 4-star. I extremely hope he's not a 4-star. If he's a 5-star, that's gonna be great. I can't believe they're giving Archer for free though. That's really good. I can't even see the voice actors. Not that it would matter for me though, but wow. So they're only doing 2. And again, it's so sad to me they're doing UBW because they could do so much more. But obviously this is the easy play. Everyone knows UBW. It's the most popular. Ironically enough, I haven't even seen all of UBW, but I know everything else. But yeah, no, this is a very, very good collab. They didn't show Archer off, which is whatever, but And I guess we'll move along to this screen now. But yeah, no, I mean, they were gonna do it good. The graphics are gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great. So this is where, again, she has to be good. Like, there's no fucking way. But it looks good. I will say this, it looks good. My main fear with the collab, my honest to God main fear, was they were just gonna do skins, right? And this is where my Genshin mentality is coming in. This is where I would expect this from Genshin, because Genshin's collabs are with fast food and with Aloy, which they made garbage, right? So you can't blame me for being scared. But it's a different team, so I should really think better. I shouldn't think of them as lowly as Genshin's one. You know, I shit on it all the time, but I still fucking play it. But yeah, this is where I was really scared it was going to be skins, because a lot of things were lining up. Yoon Lee could have been Saber. She basically has Excalibur Light with her ultimate. Gilg could have been Mighty somehow, even though it wouldn't have worked. I'm sure they probably would have tried to force it. I'm very glad they're not skins. I'm very glad they're actual characters. I don't know how the fuck this is going to make sense lore-wise. This is coming in the middle of Amphorius, which is the story we're in right now. Amphorius isn't doing so hot, so this is definitely going to boost their shit. I really hope this leads to more collabs, too. Now, my wallet doesn't hope that. I hope that. But this is really, really fucking good, man. I love the way it looks. It looks beautiful. It looks great. I'm going to roll for her. I've been trying to save for her, and even more, this really tempts me to get the $200 bundle, so I'm scared, but I also, I don't know, as a Fate fan, I have to, and I love Fate, man. It's so sad. They are gripping people by the ball sack with this, and it's not even funny. It's not even funny. But let's take a look at this shit, right? Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail Honkai Star Rail X Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. So, oh, and they even give us the date. Holy shit. So from July 11th, a little after the anniversary for Zenless, the special collab warp and the collaboration themed event will be available. Dude, they're showing a lot of her leg out. Oh my lord, I love that. So here we go. So we have Saber being a wind destruction character, which is 5-star, okay. And then Archer is another 5-star. Thank God! He's a Hunt Quantum character. Okay, cool. So you can participate in the event, obtain limited 5-star characters Saber, Destruction, Wind, and Archer, the Hunt Quantum. It will be available over a long period of time. Damn, so you have time to whale or grind, depending on your wallet size. So we can log in to claim Archer. Nice. I really hope he's like Ratio. This is where for other games I would be scared. Excuse me, Genshin. You know, because Star Rail and in Zenless, when we get a free character, they're actually pretty decent. But I'm sure he'll be great, because he's a 5-star too. That's great. Although in Zenless, I will admit, Haramasa, the other free 5-star, the free ratio in that game, I don't think was too good. But that just could be my equipment. I don't know. But here we go. In the Planet of Dreams, compete to gain the Holy Grail? Dude, that's crazy. And this is where this actually, believe it or not, makes sense in the grand scheme of things if they were going with Grand Order. I don't know how it's going to make sense with UBW, but I guess it kind of can, because it's all under Grand Order anyway. The first Penaconian. Oh my god, we're going back to Pika-Koni. Let's go. Holy Grail War is about to begin, and the Trailblazer will be player, ? So from July 11th, the Fate Stay Night event begins. Summon heroic spirits, use command seals, wield nobles, and try different classes. So now I'm kind of curious, right? I doubt this is the case, but maybe it will be. I hope they put this out in like phases, where for right now, they only have Saber and Archer, right? But I hope eventually they do more, and maybe in the event we'll even get to see the ones that we might get in the future. I might be on some Copium and some Hopium, but man, it would be so cool if we see these two, but then there's more we can see and use in the event that we know might come in the future. I think that'd be really cool. This is exciting, though. This is going to be great. It's going to be a nice breath of fresh air from Amphorius, because Amphorius really ain't doing too hot. But I'm really excited for this shit, man. I'm really glad they told us so ahead of time. Dude, they're showing so much, like, I just can't get over it. But I'm really glad they said this ahead of time. This is going to be a great event. They're going to crack 100 mil. They have to. But either way, I'm excited. That's all the reactions. That's all my opinions for now. I hope everyone enjoyed. Tell me what you think, and watch me at Twitch TV/Tecnics channel. Eee!